All right, part 3, End Time Watchman. Remember, part 1 and 2, we were talking about Jamie Foxx, Don Imus, Miley Cyrus. I'm not trying to be a friggin' celebrity blogger or video maker or nothing else. I'm just trying to show you what's truth, that the media ain't going to put it all together and tell you. And I'm just trying to tell you and let you know and make your own decision of what's going on. You know, we've delved a little bit into this lady from California, you know, that was called a dumb bitch. And let's just see. It says, Prejean, Pregean, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Prejean, blonde student, was one of the favorites to win Miss USA. Title pageant held on Sunday at the Planet Hollywood Hotel Casino in Las Vegas and shown live on TV. Having negotiated earlier rounds of modeling in a swimsuit and evening gown, she was down to the final 15. Had to answer a single question from one of the panel of 5 judges. Prejean picked celebrity blogger Perez Hilton, who is openly gay and calls himself Queen of all media. Here's the question that homosexual asked her. Vermont recently became the 4th state to legalize same-sex marriage. Do you think every state should follow suit? Why or why not? Okay? Now remember, before I go any flipping further, okay, he asked the question. Okay? If you don't want the friggin' truth, you better not ask some of us a question. Because guess what? You're going to get the truth, like it or not. That's just the way some of us are in America. Some of us have a backbone, and some of us don't give a rat's behind whether you get pissed about the answer to the question, because we're going to speak truth and not a lie. Prejean paused for a moment before replying. Here's what she said, and I quote, "Well, I think it's great that Americans are able to choose one or the other. We live in a land where you can choose same-sex marriage or opposite marriage." She continued, and you know what? In my country, in my family, I think and I believe that marriage should be between a man and a woman. No offense to anybody out there, but that's how I was raised, and that's how I think it should be, between a man and a woman. Thank you very much. Hot diggity dog. My God, she ought to be president. But anyway, I won't go there. Let's go on. Unimpressed at the least, the article says that Hilton, you remember Hilton's the faggot, the homosexual, promptly described Prejean as a dumb bitch on his blog. Okay? He went on to describe her as having half a brain and said she would have stormed onto the stage and ripped off her tiara if she had won. Now, okay, we got a faggot homosexual calling a beautiful white woman that's heterosexual, that believes that marriage is between a man and a woman, calling her a dumb bitch with a half a brain. Okay? What's happening to him? Not nothing. You want to know why? We took God out of America. There's nothing going to happen to him until he draws his last breath. And then God's going to deal with him. See? And God's going to deal with Jamie Foxx. And God's going to deal with Miley Cyrus. And God's going to deal with Don Imus. And God's going to deal with them nappy-headed hoes if they don't get right with God. But to put it all in perspective, think about what End Time's trying to tell you. Okay? Where's the outrage for what that faggot said to that woman that believes that men and women should get married, not men and men? I've said it before and I'll say it again. 2 men can't reproduce nothing except hell and AIDS. That's all they can reproduce. Hell and AIDS. Let's move on with the article. It says right here, there was speculation that the reply had cost her the Miss USA crown, as she was named runner-up with Miss North Carolina, Kristen Dalton, winning the title. But today, Miss Prejean was saying about the controversy, saying she was asked the question for a reason. Aha. She had an outpouring of support, she added, lots of phone calls, 500 Facebook friends requests, hundreds of messages from people I don't even know, saying how proud of me they are of me that I stood my ground. Hello. Yeah. Thank God she said my ground. She's on solid ground. The faggot's on sinking sand. The homosexual. I call him as I see him. Look, ask him is he a faggot or not. He's a homosexual faggot. Okay? She stands on solid ground. She'll be married to a wonderful man one day. She'll have kids and have a life, and he'll go to hell for his activities if he don't change and get right with God. Preach it! She says, that made me the real winner tonight. And absolutely it did. She shoved it back down his throat, son. She called that demon spirit out for what it was. She said it ain't right. God said it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Let's move on. Of Hilton, he said, I knew it was controversial. And so was the question. Well, no joke. You did it on purpose to try to make her bow down to you, you faggot demon, but she didn't do it. Out of all the topics I studied on, I dreaded that when I prayed I would not be asked about gay marriage. If I had another question, I know I would have won. She admitted that Hilton had upset her with his insults. Well, you know what? He don't make a rat's behind me. I got news for you. These homosexuals don't scare me. They don't bother me. Do they scare and bother you? They don't scare me. My children are taught that it's a man and a woman. My children are taught you don't screw around even with the opposite sex till you're married. My children are taught that you dress modestly. You don't dress like some floozy whore. My children are taught that two homosexuals out there are animals. They're not humans. They're acting like animals. They're demon possessed. They don't belong to God nor right. Now, well, end time, that I just can't listen. You know more. Well, adios. Hey, see you won't want to be you. My God, I don't really give a rat's behind. I don't play that trash. I don't go for it. I ain't going to stand for it. Look here. Here's the thing you better understand about me. I do not, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, worry about it. When it comes to when it's a man and a woman supposed to be getting married or supposed to be a woman and a woman. No, they don't do it. A woman and a woman can't make a baby. A man and a man can't make a baby. I'm going to have to do another part of this, I see. But my God have mercy on my soul. Just listen to me for a minute. And I printed this for a purpose. How on God's green earth can anybody want to be a homosexual with a beautiful woman like that, or my wife that looks better than her in my eyes, because that's just the way it is, because I am a luster, but I printed it for a purpose. Listen to me, people of God. My God have mercy. How on earth can it be two men laying down with each other and doing some kind of abominational acts, and it's supposed to be okay, but if you say a man and a woman is married, you're ostracized, demonized, and hated. This is where we're at. This is where we're going. Do you stand for God and right? Or do you belong over there with that faggot homosexual that hates God and everything to do with God and calls her a little dumb bitch and a half a brain? Or you sticking with Jamie Foxx that calls a little old white bitch Miley Cyrus? Are you sticking with those that fired Don Imus? Or are you sticking for God and truth? And like I said, I ain't got nothing either or against Don Imus, nothing else. Blacks, whites, whatever. I'm telling you that right's right and wrong's wrong. Do you care or do you not care? Here's the thing. I care, I wouldn't make the video. Here's the thing else. Watch this. There's coming a day when some people got to pay. End time watchman, my hats are off to you if you believe truth and right. May God bless you. I know it's controversial, but I had to do it. See ya.